Hey everyone, it's Rosalind. I am so glad you're here to garden with me. Today we are going to be planting the containers in front of the garage. Now here we are in the first part of May and we are still in the 40s. Like our high today was like 48, so that's why I'm wearing a winter coat. But tomorrow it's supposed to go up into the 60s and then we are warming up from there on. So I decided it is time to get some summer annuals into the containers. Tonight we go back down into the 30s, so I'm just going to pop these containers in the garage, but from there on I think they'll be okay. So I have some gorgeous flowers to get planted in here, and I will turn the camera around so you can have a better look. Here is a backed up look at the garage, at the front of the garage. Now these are the containers that we'll be filling on each side of the garage doors. That's just my little flower cart that I usually have out by the road with flowers in it. But these are the annuals that we're going to be using. Last year I had one supertunia, a grass, I think some vincas, and a diamond frost in here. And this, oh my goodness, these containers got to be so huge. The grass reached almost to the bottom of that light. So I had to put I'm going to be putting completely new soil in these flower pots because those plants that were in there were so vigorous. They took up all of the soil. But today, I am going to pack out these containers. I am thinking I want to do 2 of the supertunia lattes. And if you have planted supertunias before, you know that these plants are very vigorous. And then I want to plant the, is it black cherry? Let me see if I can find a tag. Yeah, the supertunia black cherry. And then my favorite grass, let's see if we can find a tag, is a pennisetum. These get those plumy, I don't know what you call them, seed heads at the top, I think like around August. So those are the flowers that we're going to be putting in here. This will be my filler, or I'm sorry, my thriller. And these, the supertunias, will be like a filler / spiller plant. So let's get to planting. All right, I've got my plants placed the way I want them. But as I was placing them, I thought, oh man, like I just think like 4 supertunias in here is too much. This is a 20-inch container. So I think I'm just going to go with 3 supertunias and 1 pennisetum grass because I know how these flowers do. They go crazy. So before we place these or plant these into the container, I just wanted to tell you that like I left about 1.5 inches of space from the soil to the top of the container to leave room for watering. So now let's get these planted. All right, both containers are planted. They're planted completely the same way. Now, I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I promise as soon as it warms up, these plants will take off and fill in, and this container will be huge and beautiful. So when you're planting your containers, you want to make sure that your plants' root balls are completely covered in soil and watered in well, so there is no air pockets. That way they have the best start. And if you've grown petunias before, you know that they are heavy feeders. So I have completely new soil in here, so they'll be okay for maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And then I will start giving them a weekly water-soluble fertilizer. And besides watering, that's all I do to them. So they love their life on the south side of the house. There's a lot of heat here from the sun, but they grow so well. Super petunias, they love heat and hot sun. So I hope so much that this video has been helpful to you and inspiring and fun. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.